Hey guys, it's now 5 a.m. and it's gonna be quite a hectic travel because I haven't been to Indonesia before, and also it's my first time going there alone, so not quite sure how well that goes. Right now also testing out the GoPro Hero 7 and trying out different audio settings to see how to get the best audio. Now, and I'm heading towards the airport, but first I need to walk across the bridge. Right now they have updated the firmware to make it more stable. Maybe it's better, maybe it's still get that motion blurry stuff, but yeah, I can only see when I'm editing. So just to show you a sample how actually ISO 800 looks like, this is ISO 800 on the GoPro Hero 7 Black. How do I know that? Is because you can also set a minimum ISO and a maximum ISO, and I've set it to ISO 800 and just can see how the quality is. It's also now on Pro Tune flat, so the gives it the best dynamic range, but at ISO 800 I feel like seeing it on the back screen, it doesn't look that great compared to ISO 400. So this is maximum and minimum ISO 400, and the main big difference you might see is that the blacks on ISO 800 was bluish, and here it should be back to normal black. So that was like a weird thing with ISO 800, so I'm kind of avoiding the ISO 800 because of that issue, because that will mean in grading it's kind of hard to fix that. Right now actually using the GoPro Hero 7 Black with the power bank attached, and it actually works, and that is actually quite nice because the battery of the GoPro Hero Black 7 actually doesn't last that extreme long. It's less like 1.5 hours, and I already ran through my first battery, so that's why I'm using the power bank, so I can actually film longer with that battery before I have to switch to another one. So now recording on 2.7K on linear because I was getting annoyed by the overly fisheye look, but also yeah, being linear means less editing work. But yeah, it's 2.7K while you have 4K 50p on here, but just trying out and see how well the quality is, because I want to know if the 4K looks really nice or the 2.7K is actually quite useful. While actually having the GoPro recharging in my bag, I seem to have lost the battery door or the USB side door. Need to actually check where it's in my bag or if I lost it before that, because that's really annoying that it actually pops up that easily. But yeah, that's pretty much a certain design, because there's like certain, or I think with the Harman grip you need to pop it off, but pretty much yeah, we're pretty close to gate 16 now, so I think this is a pretty good vlogging setup. Okay, got my breakfast, a egg, bacon thingy, and Coke Plus. Not really that healthy, but there wasn't really much choice than Starbucks or this. So about, not quite sure, not boarding it, but have my breakfast first.
Trying out handheld hyperlapses because they promoted it in their advertisement, but I can see it's not that smooth. You still need to extra warp stabilize it to make it perfect. However, sideways walking totally does not work, even though in the advertisement they showed it. It totally is not straight and not that great either. And walking around and in low light conditions, you can see there's tons of motion blurs making the hyper smooth not work that great. Have to say, using the GoPro Hero 7 Black as a vlogging camera is quite a nice experience, especially it's being a small camera. You can easily grab it out of your bag, and when you get like proper lighting, you can get actually really amazing shots. And yeah, it was quite an easy trip for me, and also like not having to bring out like a big camera, and also it doesn't distract a lot of people that you're using a small camera like this, and you can get quite specialty shots with it without needing like a special rig or a gimbal. The only other downside is that you can't really focus on stuff really close up. However, you could use your phone for those. So I do feel like for traveling, the GoPro Hero 7 Black is a really nice small camera to use for vlogging.